So here, solve for the value of n in the equation 5 raised to 4n plus 1 is equal to 625. So dito, ang given natin is 5 raised to 4n plus 1 is equal to 625. Okay? So again, sa step 1 natin, we need to make sure that both sides have the same base. But of course, dito kung makikita natin, hindi same yung base natin. So that means, hahanap tayo ng paraan na para magiging same yung base natin. Now dito, kung titingnan natin yung base natin sa kabila, okay, sa left side is equal to 5. Dito, okay, we have 625. Now, para maging equal yung base dito sa right side, dito sa left side, so ang gagawin natin dito is we express, okay, what we are going to do is we express 625, wherein ang base natin is equal to 5, then we raise it to the power of 4. Okay, this is just equal to 625. So therefore, our new equation is, okay, ito na yung bagong equation natin, 5 raised to 4 and plus 1 is equal to 5 raised to 4. So instead of 625, we express this one as 5 raised to 4. Okay? So since same na yung base natin, so we can now proceed to step 2, which is to equate our exponent. So we have 4n plus 1 is equal to 4. Then we solve for the n value. Of course, we isolate again. We isolate our our n variable. So again, we add both sides by negative 1. Okay, to isolate the n variable. So that gives us with, okay, and this gives us with 4n. Of course, this is cancelled. Equal to 4 minus 3 is just equal to 3. Then, of course, to solve for n, we just divide both sides. We divide both sides by 4. Okay, that leaves us with n is equal to 3 over 4. So that's our value of n, okay, which is 3 over 4. Now, to make sure, again, to make sure that the value of n is correct, we do the checking. Okay, we do the checking. Okay, so again, let's use, okay, gagamitin natin yung ating original equation, okay, which is 5, okay, 5 raised to 4n, okay, plus 1 is equal to 625, okay. Then again, we need to plug in the value of n, which is 3 over 4 here. So 5 raised to 4 times the value of n, which is 3 over 4, okay, plus 1, is it equal to 625? Let's see. Of course, we have 5 raised to, of course, 4 times 3 over 4. This is just equal to, this is cancelled, that leaves us with 3 plus 1 equal to 625. Okay? So, again, let's simplify this one. So, 5 raised to 3 plus 1 is equal to 4. Okay, which is also equal to 625. Okay, to simplify this, to show that this is really equal, so let's simplify this one. So what is the value of 65 raised to 4? This is just equal to 625. Okay, this 625, which is equal on the right side equation. Okay, so there you go. So that means, okay, that means ang value ng n natin for our fourth example is equal to 3 over 4. Okay, so we're done with example 4. Now, let's proceed to our fifth and last example. Para sa ating fifth and last example, we solve for the value of x in the equation 1/2 raised to 2x plus 1 is equal to 8 raised to x minus 2. So, kung mapapansin natin dito, hindi same yung ating base. Meron tayong fraction dito, at dito naman sa right side is a whole number. Okay? Now, to solve this problem, of course, we have the given 1/2. Okay? 1/2 raised to 2x plus 1 is equal to 8 raised to x minus 2. Now, for our first step, okay, we need to make sure that both sides have the same base. So that means you make sure natin that both sides of the equation have the same base. But of course, kung makikita natin dito, hindi same yung base. Dito sa left side, meron tayong 1/2 na base. At dito naman sa right side, meron tayong 8 na base. Now, to make this equal, to make the base equal, okay, we need first to remember the laws of exponent. The laws of exponent, particularly the laws of negative exponent. Now, the laws of negative exponent states that for any number raised to a negative exponent, we can express this one as 1 over a raised to n. Okay? So that means, ang 1/2 natin dito, when you can express 1/2, okay, when you can express 1/2 as 2 raised to negative 1. This is just equal. So therefore, dito sa left side equation natin, ang mangyari dito, we can express 1/2 para magiging whole number yung base natin as 2 raised to a negative 1. Then multiply it to raised to 2x plus 1. Okay? Then equal to the right side. Of course, since we need to make sure that the base are the same, so ang a, instead of 8, we can make 8, okay? We can express 8, okay, as 2, wherein yung base natin is 2, and erase lang natin yan to 3 para magiging same sila sa base sa left side. So that means sa right side equation, ang mangyari, we can express 8 into 2 third, okay, 2 raised to 3, 2 raised to 3, then raised to x minus 2. Okay? Now here, we need to simplify our exponent. Okay? Now to simplify the exponent, first we need to remember some properties, another properties of exponent, how you're going to multiply exponents. So let's say if you have b raised to x, okay, then multiply it to y, okay? So this is simply means that we need to multiply the both exponents. We need to multiply the exponent, so this is equal to b raised to x times y. So that means ito yung property na i-apply natin dito para ma-simplify natin yung ating mga exponents. So dito we have 2, i-multiply lang natin si negative 1 to this exponent. So negative 1 times 2x is equal to negative 2x. Then negative 1 times 1 is equal to negative 1. And also sa right side, same pa rin yung gagawin natin. 2 raised to 3 times x is equal to 3x. Then 3 times negative 2 is equal to negative 6. Now, again, since same na yung base natin, we can now proceed to step 2, which is to equate the exponent, then solve for the unknown variable. So, dito, we just need to equate this 1, negative 2x, dito sa exponent ng left side equation, minus 1. Equate lang natin sa right side equation, exponent ng right side equation, which is 3x minus 6. Then, we isolate the x variable. So, ang gagawin natin dito is we add both sides by negative 3x. Okay, para yung x variable natin mapunta sa left side. 3x. So, this gives us with, okay, this gives us with negative 2x plus negative 3x. This is just equal to negative 5x. Minus 1 is equal to, of course, this is cancelled out, and that leaves us with negative 6. Okay? Now, again, to solve this one, to solve for the unknown variable x, ang gagawin natin dito is we add first. We add both sides by, okay, we add both sides by positive 1 para ma-isolate si x sa kabila. So, we add both sides by positive 1. Okay, we add both sides by positive 1, and that leaves us with, of course, ilagay lang natin dito sa kabila. This one, ilagay natin dito. So, ang result natin dyan is equal to, okay, this is just equal to, of course, let's copy negative 5x, okay. Of course, since this is cancelled out, so that means that's just equal to 0. So, we don't need to write that one. So, then, again, dito sa left side, we have negative 6 plus 1, this is just equal to negative 5. But, of course, to solve for the x variable, ang gagawin lang natin is to divide both sides by negative 5, and that gives us the value of x, which is equal to positive 1. Okay, so that means ang value ng x natin dito sa ating sa example number 5 is equal to 1. But of course, to make sure na para tama yung answer natin, we need to do the checking. Okay, we need to do the checking. Of course, to check this one, to check if the value of x is really equal to 1, we use the original equation. Okay, so in this case, we use the original equation, which is 1/2, okay, 1/2 raised to 2 times the value of x, which is equal to 1, plus 1 is equal to 8 raised to the value of 1, the value of x, which is equal to 1, then minus 2. Then let's simplify that. Let's simplify both sides. Okay, let's simplify both sides. So we have 1/2. 2 times 1 is equal to 2 plus 1 this is just equal to 3. Then on the left side, on the right side, we have 8 raised to 1 minus 2. This is just equal to negative 1. Of course, dito kung mapansin natin, meron tayong negative exponent. So let's simplify this one. Okay? And of course, on the left side. So dito, on how we are going to simplify this. Of course, we need to remember this one, that let's say if we have a fraction x over y, okay, then raised to an exponent, let's say n. This simply means that we need to distribute the exponent on both numerator and denominator. So we have x raised to n over y raised to n. So, same property na i-apply natin dito. So, same property lang yan. So, dito we have 1 half, okay, 1 half, 1 raised to 3. We just simply distribute the exponent 3 to both numerator and denominator. So, we have 1 raised to 3, then dito naman 2 sa denominator, 2 raised to 3, which is equal to, of course, since we have a negative exponent here, so we can express this one as 1 over 8, okay? So, let's see if equal ba sila. Equal ba sila? Of course, dito, 1 raised to 3, this is equal to 1. Then 2 raised to 3 is equal to 8, which is equal to the right side equation, which is equal to 8. So, therefore, this is correct. So, that means ang value ng x natin is equal to 1. So, that's how you solve an exponential equation. In summary, in solving exponential equation, we need to follow some steps. So, for our step 1, we need to make sure that both sides of the equation have the same base. Kung hindi same yung base ng both sides, then you need to find a way na para magiging same yung kanilang base. Then for our step 2, if same na yung base nila, then you can just equate the exponent, then solve for the unknown variable. Then for step 3, which is our last step, to make sure na yung value ng variable natin, yung unknown variable natin is correct, we do the checking. So, gagamitin natin ang given equation, a given exponential equation, then plug in the value of the unknown variable that nakuha natin sa step 2, and let's see if equal ba sila. Equal yung both sides of the equation. Okay? So, that's it.